As many of you students have seen this week, Micah Armstrong has been out in the student union and has gathered quite a crowd, and we're here today to figure out, what your purpose is here. So tell us about your mission and, what started everything. What, describe yourself, how everything started.
Well, I'm from Miami, and I used to preach down in the streets of Miami for a couple years, and God really dealt with me for a while to sell my house and resign from my job, buy a truck and a trailer, and go preach full-time on the campuses. Mainly, I preach other places too, but mainly focusing on the college campuses.
Why is it that you find the universities most attractive for what you have to say?
Well, universities, you have a lot of times they're in a natural type of amphitheater. You don't have to compete with vehicles. The people aren't drunk. A lot of times, if you're provocative, they'll want to come out and interact with you. And a lot of times they're just on the street or at big events and stuff. You're just preaching to people passing by. You don't really able to get into any dialogue or interaction.
How do you keep your cool under these situations?
Well, we expect those things. In a way, we kind of like them because it kind of draws more interest. A heckler or somebody acting silly, gets more people in. I really want people to interact. That's why I, go out there and try to be provocative. And make people. I don't say things I don't believe. I say things I believe, but I try to say them in a provocative way to make people interact with me. So we like all the, hecklers and strange behavior and stuff like that.
Where do you see yourself in the future? Obviously, what is the overall goal?
Well, our goal is to call sinners to repentance toward God and faith toward Jesus Christ. Jesus said, I'm not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Down the road, I don't see myself doing anything any differently. I really believe I'm in the perfect will of God. There's a lot of, I couldn't tell you everything because it would take too long, but there was a lot of years of preparation before I started doing this. It wasn't just something I, decided to do in 1 year or something like that.
So obviously, what do you hope, you just explained your mission, but what do you hope that the students here specifically at Ole Miss, hope to, remind themselves when you come, and you probably will come back too, right?
I hope so. I enjoyed my time here. Well, a lot of what we do is, we're not out to, see how many people we can get to pray the sinner's prayer and we converted. We're out to make people think, get them to study the Bible. We're really after long-term results.
Anywhere new besides universities? Any other free speech areas you hope to tackle in the near future?
My focus is really on the university. If I have the opportunity to do other events or stuff like that, I'll do it. But I don't really go out of my way to do it because time-wise and financial-wise, a lot of times it's just really not the best thing to do.
All right, Mr. Armstrong, it was a pleasure having you on our show today.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.